we're going to talk about a fish problem. We love the fish problem. Fish problem is great because talk about a lot of things. You are bound to have, you're probably 80% of the chance you are going to have a net rate questions, and this is a perfect net rate questions. Did you guys do your homework? I don't know. Some people just say yes, but they don't. I also didn't hear a lot of people say yes either. So I'm more interested about Mason did the homework. Again, one. What the hell? Yeah, then just give me back. Okay, you can borrow one. I have more over there, but you gotta give me back. All right, let's talk about what is the on the test. So this is an infamous fish problem. There's a lot of memes from 2019, 2019, AB Calculus FRQ memes. I don't know if I can find it. Is that how to look for memes? I spelled it wrong. Wait, this is not 2019. This is 2018.
That's not how you feel, dude.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I cannot find it. But anyway, so basically, you're gonna look at all this information, right? You're gonna look at this information. Mason, grab a calculator until yours come in. Okay, you're gonna borrow one calculator from me until yours come in. You should not have no excuse. Mason, your only shot of passing this AP exam is a calculator section. And if you don't do anything about the calculator section, you have no shot. So, because this is the best shot you got, it's like they give you a free point just to be able to do simple things. Same as Nicholas, same as a lot of you guys. Look, the calculator, you don't have to know how to do calculation. You just have that calculator do the things for you. But you have to know how to use it. You have to practice it. There's no other way around. All right, so how many fish enter a lake over a 5-hour period from midnight to 0, t equal to 5? Give the answer your nearest whole number. So can you tell me how do I do this? Not Daniel, not Matthew, not Chef, not Rogoff, anybody else.
Did you do integration from 0 to 5 and 20 plus 15?
Okay, so you just write down e of t dt. Only thing you have to write down is, Mason, pay attention. The only thing you have to write down is e to t dt. Now you just have to be able to use calculator, take an integral of this. We talk about rebuff. We talked about yesterday. Typing f1 or y1 of x equal to this. So you don't have to retype it again. And just do it outside script. Just do integration 0 to 5. And I don't know what value you're going to get. What value you're going to get? 153.457. Just by doing this, you earn 2 points. Again, you only need 42 points to get at 3. This is easy 2 points. Anybody here should be able to get this. Any questions? Moving on. What is the average number of fish? What does that mean? Norman. What does that mean? Average value. What is average value? There you go. So 1 over 5 minus 0. Between 0 to 5 of which function? Can you read?
She said
I heard E. Norman, you didn't do homework either?
I did what I could.
Half is not good enough. Now you should know how to do this. 6.059. Now, I don't check your homework. It's not because I don't care. Because you only have one grade. It's going to go in this fourth quarter. That grade is going to be mock exam. That's only grade that's going to go in. So if you don't practice it, you don't get a grade. You will get a 0. I'm not kidding with you.
how is it graded though? Is it like
Graded on based on AP exam standard. So if you got a 42, for most the student, that's an easy C. For some student are weaker in math, that's going to be a B. You have to score of about 70 to get an A.
if I get
Do you get a B?
if I get a 42? There's pressure. You get a 42?
You get a C.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not better than
It
you.
depends on how good you are, right?
If you're like a good student, you get like a 3, then you get like a C.
You're better at calculus.
Bro, be so for real.
I'm being so for real. You're better
All
at-
right. So shut the hell up. I don't really care. I'm a dictator. I get to grade whatever I want to grade. You want me to give you a high standard, not low standard. If I give you lower standard, that means I'm insulting you.
What if I like units?
That's your problem. That's not mine. So this part is this. All right, so this part is the hardest part. Net rate, write it down, equal to rate in minus rate out. Imagine there's a Disney right here, aka the lake and the fish. In the 10 o'clock in the morning, right? It's probably 100 people goes in per minute, right? 100 people in and 0 people out, right? So what happened to the park? It's accumulated people, right? What happened at 12 o'clock? It's probably a little bit less people goes in now. It's probably 80 people going in and probably maybe 10 people going out. So is a park still accumulate people? Yes, right? Because there's still more people going in, right? At 2 p.m., sorry, this is a p.m. So at 2 p.m., it's probably like 60 people going in. And probably like there is probably 30 people going out now. So it's still accumulate people. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so now come to 3 p.m. It's probably like 30 people in and 30 people out. So at this part is the highest point of the park. The capacity of the park is reached at this point at 2 p.m. or I don't know 3 p.m. here because they are same equal amount of people go in and going out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that means E of t is equal to LT. Now, can I graph this? The best way to graph this is minus LT, and you graph this. So you said this is a Y1, and this is a Y2, and you're looking for what? If I move to the other side, is equal to what? 0. So you look for the x-intercept. So look for x-intercept. Did you guys find it? Do you know how to find it? Using your calculator. Set E of t minus LT and look for x-intercept. You should get 6.204.
Can I get rid of the sliding bar?
Because you type in t instead of x. So
Type equals 0 2.
you don't have to type in equal to 0. Just type in this equation right here. So come here. Okay, so somebody got, I mean, I think you should be able to graph right now. Okay, so let's graph 2x. 2x, enter. Yeah, it's gonna graph. Okay. This one is staying there because somebody add a slide bar when they type in t. So you're not supposed to type in t here, you're supposed to type in x. Okay. And that's what's caused that. You can also use a pencil, restart it, and they'll get rid of that thing. Did you find that? 6.204. Sam, did you bring calculator? Did you know how to find it? Okay. Rogov, do you know how to find it? Noman, yes. I like the thumbs up. Mason, did you know how to do it? Nicholas.
If you do a little bit on that.
Yeah, and it's like in between, and you get it's 6.2.
But how do I
Focus.
It's 0 6.2.
The answer t is equal to 6.204, I believe.
But that's the answer?
If I graph it, look at here, 6.204. How do I graph it? I graph y1, I graph y2, but I don't graph y1 and y2. I graph y3 is y1 minus y2. So this should look like this. So Rebuff, did you know how to use calculator? Okay, stats are different in this class.
I mean, I still know, like, whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm struggling to find why you do that. Is the reason why it's because you did the integral from like 0 to 6.204 and you did maximum people.
That would be the people. That would be because the integration of net rate. If you integration rate, you get the amount.
Oh, so when it goes down, it's the people going out. When it goes up,
That's why
the people going in.
Yeah, if it's so, this is a net rate. If it's a positive, that means there's more people come in than
Oh,
out.
so if it's above x-axis, more people going in. Below, okay, that makes sense. We're just finding it, but that people.
Okay, so that's what you need to find. That's what you need to find at 3 o'clock in Disney. You need to find out when the people going out at same time, how many people going out and how many people going in are exactly equal to each other. When they equal to each other, that means they subtract each other is equal to 0. Does that make sense?
Okay, so the value itself is the answer.
The t is the x right here is the time you will take to reach when they equal to each other. Like equilibrium in like AP chemistry. I heard like you guys have a hard time with that lab. The titration.
Charlie, formula again?
Yeah. So if you did this equal to 0, you write down, but you only graph this part. This part, only part you graph. Does that make sense? You only graph this part. Now, if you graph, you look for 0. That's what you meant. But you had to write down this. You get +1. If you write down 6.204, you got another +1. Now, how do you get the last point? The last point is hard. It's called justification. So justification does not require you to write an essay. FRQ does not ask you to write 3-paragraph essay. I have a student write me 3-paragraph essay before. I didn't read any of them. T, amount of fish. At 0, it's going to be 0 because we assume that's like a completely empty lake. Because they didn't have initial condition. They should actually have initial condition. That doesn't make sense. A lake had no fish in there. So that should be your answer. This lake is not real. There's no fish in there to begin with.
Fake lake.
Yeah, fake lake. Okay, at 6 point, sorry, 6.204, you should get 135.01. That is the fish. And that means you're going to do integration from 0 to 6.204. This will tell you how many fish there are of E of t minus L of t. You don't have to write this part, but I'll write down for you is 135.014. Now you should including endpoint. Always including endpoint. 8. If you are 8, it's going to be 80.920. And that's the integration between 0 to 8. E of t minus L of t. That's equal to 80.919. Now, do me a favor. Shh, guys, do not ever graph integral. If you do it, you're going to be like Emil. Sit in the calculator for 5 minutes. I said do not graph integral, and you went ahead and graph integral. Such a bad student, Emil. Horrible, horrible. Imagine somebody scores so high on SAT still doing that, you probably will do the same thing. Huh? All right, so
Wait, I have a question.
yeah,
So on my calculator, when I analyzed the graph and I got 6.2, I only got 6.2. I didn't get 0.04.
you change the float to 3. There's a setting, and you can float your control, and that's gonna be float 4.
In 4.
Yeah.
Windows settings.
I think it's not window setting. No, it's a setting. Anybody know how to change the flow for ripoff?
Well,
Rogoff, do you know how to change the float?
oh,
Yeah. How many decimal places to stop?
let me see. Yo.
Okay, pay attention. That's the last part.
Raghav doesn't know how to do this either.
I don't know.
I do, bro.
All right, shh. I want you to look at the board right now. Part D. Part C is the hardest part. Part D is also very tricky. Read the phrases. How do I rephrase? Those are illiterate people. The rate of change is the E of t minus L of t, right? And then they say increasing, decreasing. That imply what? Derivative. Not slope, the derivative, right? Well, slope is algebra 1. But in calculus, we find in the derivative. What does this mean? That means you have to do not E of 5 minus L of 5. It's actually E prime of 5 minus L prime of 5. And that's equal to negative something. Hopefully you can find it. That part just using calculator. Negative 10.723, I think, is less than 0.
Can you type the? Do you have to type the derivative in the graph, or can you just do it on the calculator? I mean,
You can do it on the calculator and you can plug in 5, or you can take a derivative, plug in 5. It doesn't matter. You should get 10.723. Practice it, Mason. Practice it, Nicholas. Practice it. So that means it's negative. It therefore decreasing. Got it?
wait.
Hurry up.
See, that's making. That's making. Zero, bro.
Yes.
So I have to graph this.
Why did you do the derivative?
Because there's an increasing or decreasing of the rate of change. If the rate of change is already the net rate, right? And they say they want to know the if it's increasing, decreasing of the rate of the change, means you imply you take derivative. No, the first one's not derivative. The first one is just rate of change, which LT minus EFT or EFT minus LT is the rate of change already. And they say increasing, decreasing. That's why you have to take a derivative again. Now we're gonna show you one other question. It's very similar to this one, with the rainwater one. Does everybody understand before we move on? Did you get? Yes. Huh? Ilya,
Yeah, I'm fine.
use shit. It's fine. I don't like the F word. I never use the F word. I haven't. Have you ever heard me?
So many times.
I never use the F word. I never use the F word.
It's the most useful one.
I have.
You can go
Have I ever used F word? I have them for 2 years. They say no.
use it in any sentence. It can always just it like amplifies what you're saying.
I don't know what.
No, I never use the F word.
Super useful.
I call you dumbass, stupid ass. I don't call you a B word or a F word.
Like, this calls someone a dumbass, right? Call them a fucking dumbass. It's a lot more intense, right?
Yeah, but I don't do that.
If you want to amplify.
But I don't do that. No.
I heard you say he doesn't at least twice.
To who? Max? No, I never said that to you.
You said it
No.
once to me and you said it second, like when you were saying something.
When?
Like, it was like first semester. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Really? I'm disappointed about myself.
You said it at least once this year.
No, I never did that. I don't know. Is a witness?
I did I'm not sure if I did this right, but I said the derivative of f(1), which is e.
Yeah, but you don't want to do it outside. You want to do it outside screen.
Okay.
So what is your so it's really easy. Just do what's your in rate? You can do
What don't I inspire? Don't you? Cool. Okay. Sometimes you're a little bit weird, but no.
okay, I need to see.
But what's your?
That was for part C.
Yeah. So I can just do d to the dx f3. So d to the dx, right? F3 and x, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna press enter, and I'm not gonna grab it. I'm just gonna go outside screen here. I'm gonna say var f4.
Same thing as F1 minus F2.
Oh, it's up from
10.723.
Okay, cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because you already do something. Now the outside the parenthesis, you can plug in the value immediately.
yeah, I just didn't know how to put it because I thought I had to do the derivative of e of t minus the derivative. So I didn't know I could do the derivative of e.
Yeah, because you already assigned that. It's like computer language. Once you assign variable, you can use that variable from then on. So that is already a new variable. So then you just take a plug in outside screen. You can just evaluation. Okay, so this question. Shh. I'm gonna answer Daniel's question. Daniel's question. We should be able to do part A. Should be no problem. Part A should be integration from 0 to a RTDT 76.57. Done. You got 2 points. But the second one, read the question. What the question says. Can you read it with me?
Is the amount of water in the pipe increasing or decreasing at the time t equals 3 hours? Give a reason for your answer.
Thanks, Rebuff. Rebov says it's the amount of water. Amount of water means what? You have to take integration of the rate, right? Now, but they say, hey, I want to know the amount of water increasing or decreasing. What do I have to do? After I take an integral, I'm going to take a derivative. So it goes back to the net rate. This one does not do r prime of t minus d prime of t. Is it this one just r of 3 minus d of 3? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Did that help you thinking about those? Depending on what's the first thing come up with.
Yep.
The first thing is the amount of water. You integrate and take a derivative. It's same net rate. The last time is rate of change, increasing or decreasing. That means you can take a net rate and you take a derivative.
So it was asking, last one is, what is the rate of change? What is the rate of change of the rate of change?
Yes, and this one is what's the rate of change of the total amount,
Yeah, which is
which is you integral and then you take a derivative. You go back to net of change.
So it would just be the same thing?
Exactly. So just r5 minus d, r3 minus d of 3. Not prime because, so that's what I'm saying. You guys need to learn how to read.
Wait, what number? What A? What was the unit?
not.
Cubic feet per hours? Hold on a second. No, cubic feet. Because you integrate something cubic feet per hour, so it's going to be cubic feet.
This is 3?
C, can you do the table now? C, can you do a table? They says at what time 0 to 8 the amount of water is a pipe at a minimum. I'm talking about absolute minimum. Absolute minimum because you had to test the endpoint. You had to do a table for justification. It's very similar to like the fish problem. So go find it. Guys, it's a reading test, not a math test. You guys are good at math. You gotta learn how to read too. I don't, but you do. Huh? What's going on there?
She just accidentally paired herself. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Okay, should we get to work?
get to work. C, come on. Do you understand why it's R3 instead of R prime of D on the part B? Because, huh? No, because they say it's the amount of water. Amount is integrate of a rate, right? And the increasing decreasing means derivative of the amount, which is you integrate and you take a derivative. You go back to the rate. Yeah, it pretty much cancel each other. For the last question, it was different. The last question is the rate of change of fish is increasing or decreasing. It's already start at a rate. And if you take a derivative, then it's going to be rate derivative. So it's rate of the rate. I feel like I talked the same thing for 4th period. I want to teach all 6 different classes. Like geometry for 1 period, calculus for 1 period, algebra 1 for 1 period. Daniel, you ever want to come to help out at 4th period? I think you'll be good.
I know, I really want to, yeah. And that, my class is easy too. But, I don't know. But we're doing work right now. But once we stop,
Yeah. I need some help. I need to teach people how to add.
yeah, I really want to.
If I can help with that.
If I can not go to April, okay, well, I can do.
Then I could skip it.
Bro, it's soccer. April.
No, I won't let you skip push.
Clearly.
No.
I was trying to skip. So every day she wakes up, she's like, "Oh, I gotta find some way to survive." I read the question.
That's your ops.
She woke up. She was like, "I have a bad." Like the day I was born, she woke up. She was like, "I have a bad feeling about this."
Okay, so the table, you should get 3.272. Did you guys get that or no? Hurry up. Sam, do you need help? You guys gonna get homework, 2 more FRQ, okay?
Is it like the opposite of the fish question?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Part C is the same.
Okay.
Part B is a little bit different.
Because for the fish question, it asks for like when's it the greatest, but for this one, it's asking for the minimum. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah, it's opposite for that part.
Okay.
The other one's the maximum.
So like when I graph it, do I just look for the first zero and for the second one?
Depends how they. If the minimum, you want it from negative to positive.
Bro, you love it.
Finish.
Right?
Yeah, okay. And I can't even edit it back, so I move the whole damn thing. Oh.
Huh? How'd you get the sophistication point, bro? Okay. I'm gonna start like
Rebuff, can you stop doing that shit? I'm gonna post a homework on the thing. No, you already have one at home. What? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay. All right, I'll post homework online today. On what's up? Check your what's up. Mason, check your homework. No, it's different today. Today it's gonna be fundamental theorem calculus.
I'm gonna come after school, but I have a meeting for band that I have to go to, and I'll come here.
That's fine.
It would be the most negative.
I hate band, bro. For college, bro, I'm not good at anything. I play 6 inches, and that's why I'm doing band.
Yeah.
I'm not good at anything. I can go over.
You're not creating hard.
No, I'm not doing that, bro.
It's everything else. What time is it? So we have 3 bodies.
Bye. Oh, Sarah, make sure you send me the information if you can. Thank you so much. Ginger is slightly taller. No. Stand right next to each other. No, don't tiptoe. No tiptoeing. The one person she's taller compared to. Your shortest one?
Yeah, but if you want, you can. My mic doesn't.
Okay, can I airdrop to one of you guys and you guys can post online?
Got it.
I
You
still
can't
want
post.
homework.
Yeah, I can't
You can't post on it.
I can't finger my phone.
Guys are suck.
I can send it.
Where's Sophia when I need her? The one will post homework for everybody. I'm gonna send it to.
Send it to me, I can send it to.
Sophia and Sophia
And
gonna
then
send
Sophia can send it. She can send us like 20 copies.
Oh, dude, no, you won't do it.
What?
I'm gonna send you the homework. Can you post on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna send you the homework.
Are you gonna airdrop it to me?
Yeah. I sent to Samantha first, and I don't see you.
Is it just this one question?
Actually, there's 3. Oh, I forgot to select the other one. Sorry, let me send again. Airdrop again, Samantha. I cannot see.
How many people are on?
I can barely see your face, so
How many fingers am I holding up? They're very spread out.
I see a hand, and they are mumbling together.
Okay. Cannot be, wait, close it, airdrop.
No, I see you. I see you. Airdrop's racist, so Deborah hates me. Now I can see. 5.
Great observation. Watch me send like the wrong 3.
Oh, this is Wednesday.
How do you choose multiple? Oh, yes. I really hate one time. If I send something like, because I went to my photo library. So if I send something,
Oh.
like something weird says.
Why do you have weird stuff in your photo library? Huh?
No, it's on context. In my photo library. If you know the context, it's not weird.
Okay. Who wanna challenge me in multiplication table?
Is that what you're teaching fourth grade?
I'm gonna come in tomorrow. For
Arturo, you wanna challenge me on multiplication table? Huh?
You should do it. It'll be good.
Oh.
You're good at math.
No, Arturo can buy it. You wanna do it? It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Oh, wonderful.
You wanna play? Yeah? Yeah.
He loves games.
He loves games.
Yep, he plays games a lot. In our class, you should do it. Good job.
You want me to go first or you go first? Go first. I don't know. I'm very slow.
He's not coming because
Oh, it's not
his
coming.
appointment, doctor's appointment.
Just wait. Just wait. 0. Doing great.
That's what
I'm
the
doing
appointment-
great.
You good?
I'm gonna get a skateboard. Yay.
You're gonna get a ski board.
The-
Okay, that's so unrealistic.
What?
That's like a hey Santa Claus. What the heck?
Santa Claus throwing bubbles.
That's the man-sized Santa Claus.
Samantha's like,
Is it you, goblins? Oh, back to running. You guys just, you're like a little kid, you're like, oh, yay! You're like my little sister.
I am much of a
For my little sister, she's so competitive. Oh my goodness.
She could probably start crying.
She'd probably start crying.
I love your Hello Kitty shoes, remember?
Me too.
Okay, you're welcome.
What? That doesn't mean Harvard.
You're just too good.
It's for kids.
You're just too good.
Yes.
8 times 3, really.
1.
I think.
I think.
I don't think her kid can beat you. You're doing too good, Miss Jan.
Are there polar equations for that game?
I'm so angry.
You can write one. Follow this game. Almost can handle this feat. It's too fast.
This is such a waste.
Ah! I lost. 60. Wait, 8. Big. 70. 72. 2. 5. 1. 15. 1. 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
what was that?
32. 0.
You got this
1. 3. 8. 1. 3. 7.
You got 94.
You lost. Ow.
Zero. Sure.
You get 95.
Challenging our throw of multiplication.
You don't even want to.
Again.
Fine.
What do you mean again?
I'll go. Okay, this time just pay me what you're paying.
And end up paying all the money.
No. This time she's paying. I paid too much. I paid.
You already
For me,
screwed up.
you have to pay.
Five.
You paid for me once.
All the
You
way.
paid me like 3 times. You only paid me back 1 time. You still owe me $2. $2.
Why don't we $2?
Because I paid for you the other day.
Hello.
Not yesterday.
Why am I trying
Are
to
we
make
homework today? Homework already closed it, totally.
Yes.
Wait, do you want something too?
What? Fine, I'll get my own wallet.
I'll pay for you if you want. I have $4.
Yes, $1.
A $2 bill.
But you never use it.
Fine.
I've never
Oh, yeah, post it.
It's my $2
It's
bill.
fine. No.
4 bolos.
No.
Maybe. 39. Yes. Okay. Wonder where all my paper went. It's okay, I lost my paper.
Oh yeah, almost there. Almost there.
Yeah, and a
That's the sheet for that we're supposed to review. Oh, guy likes taking a quiz.
Huh?
You taking physics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what I was saying. The calculator and no calculator.
The one with the rate in and out is calculator, and the other two are no calculator. Calculus doesn't help you on the non-calculus section actually, because they're just adding numbers, subtracting numbers, so it's not that hard. Oh, a lot of people in Science Olympia is taking psychology tests. Psychology tests. AP Psych. Because they missed it last Saturday. Oh, that's what Ginger is taking. Ginger is. Well, Xavier's not here, that's why.
You'd be okay if I got a 4?
I'll be that I'll be like happy if you get a 4. Yeah.
Wait, actually?
For him, yeah. He never passed any of my tests.
So you're telling me if I failed past your like the past 6 quarters and I got a 4 like the mock, you'd give me an A?
No,
like the actual.
I won't.
No, I'm a senior.
No.
Oh.
You had to get a 5. We talked about this before. You don't want me to have lower expectation of you.
But it requires less points to get a 4 than a 5.
Yeah, but
and you still end with the same result.
but do you really want me to have less expectation of you?
Why does expectations matter though?
It matters.
No, if you have less expectations of me, it would benefit me. In the
Okay,
long
so
run.
if the person can barely do 2 times 3, and today he was able to do 4 times 7, I'm gonna be proud of them. But if you can do 4 times 7, I'm like, okay, so
Yeah, and you're not proud.
of course.
Exactly.
Like I say, fourth quarter grades depend on how I think of you. I have high expectation, you're gonna do better.
Yeah, but at the end of the day.
No, that's not the same. 1 is 4, 1 is 5.
Exactly.
Well, 5 is pass with the highest.
Passing.
I know.
So
You don't like it? Fire me.
Like,
I just wish if I knew, I would have just.
No, you will not fail all your tests.
wait, so where do you go?
You will not fail all your tests. That's not you, Deborah.
But like, I think you have to get.
But for him to get a 4, it's the same level of difficulty for you to get a 5. No, actually, it's harder. Because he's coming way below.
on like once.
Harmon did it. So,
Yeah, I know.
but Harmon's Harmon though. Harmon also scored 1540 on SAT. So,
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah. Harmon. You can say whatever you want to say about him. He's actually one of the smartest kids. So is Andrew actually. Andrew is actually the smartest kid. He just don't use it. Andrew Green is actually the smartest kid. But he doesn't. He used his brain for the stupidest thing.
Our second period teacher keeps getting me and him confused.
That's a song.
Cause